Your love is bright as ever.
So what happens if, well, obviously you guys basically have like no days off. But like, I know one show you were sick or you weren't feeling well. What happens like if you're sick, like dance formation wise? Do they have to redo the whole dance formation?
We basically just had fill-ins. Like there was 9 of us, so then like somebody would just step into my spot and like you just rearrange it to make it work between everybody. Yeah.
So when you're sick or anything, are you allowed to take a, or do they tell you like how many days you could miss?
No, but it depends on what kind of sick it is. But and it's really up to you per se. I mean, they will put a chime in if they think that you're not ready to do it yet. Mm-hmm. Only because you want to make sure that you're listening to your body.
Right.
And you don't want to jump the gun and do something before it's healed because then that's going to affect you in the long run.
Exactly.
And especially like when you're mid tour or everything else, they want you to be able to come back. They don't want you to be like, okay, you're going to dance this whole time and now you've had surgery and you're gone for a year.
Exactly.
So it all depends on like the injury or how sick or anything else. Most of the time, like if it's just like a cold or something, most of us have like done shows through that.
Okay.
But like more serious injuries, it's like you have to sit out, and it sucks.
Yeah.
You don't like you're looking at the show like
You ever wish sometimes you could just sit back and watch the show though to see like how everything looks?
Well, I got to.
Oh yeah. You got to.
And for the first 2 shows, it was amazing. I was like, yeah, this is great. And then I was like, okay.
You don't see like the intro or anything.
Right, like, and then like we don't always hear like what she's saying on like we know with the track, but to hear it out in the audience and to see it from an audience standpoint is amazing.
It's cool.
It's cool, but once or twice that's it.
Okay, it's like, all right, now I need to get back on it.
All right, what routine can I do today? So I won't be in pain. So,
right. Yeah. So God forbid, like not you, but like anyone in general, like they like tore like their hamstring. Like, do you guys like go to a special doctor like for you guys, or you guys do any type of special physical therapy?
Like regular stuff. You just go to like the hospital or the doctor, then you just take it from there, like whatever the doctor requests and stuff like that.
Okay, so like you guys don't like take any like yoga classes or like Pilates or anything?
In personal time, I mean, if you wanted to, like you could.
Okay.
When we're on tour, like you can ask because BB does yoga, so you can the guitarist, so you can ask her because she does yoga every day. We have, we have a PT on the road with us, so a lot of times if we need adjustments and everything, we make book an appointment to go see her while we're in the venue. And
okay, so all the time you always have someone there.
Yeah, to help us make sure our bodies are okay.
Oh, so that's good. Run tour. I love this tour. My mom, she asked me, she was like, okay, like you saw the Miss Carter, you saw the only one, which one was better? I couldn't decide because I felt like this show was so different because the Miss Carter, that one was more like royalty and the queen, but I felt like this one, it was like more Bonnie and Clyde together. And what I also loved about this show was that you would think Beyonce doing a song and then it would switch and it would be Jay-Z doing a song. Like you would never know.
Yeah, a lot of people have asked me that, and it's weird because I feel like they're 2 different shows completely. It's her show. Like when Mrs. Carter's show was her show, so it was more. I don't want to say more dancing, but it was just a different setup and the theme.
Yeah.
Like you said, the royalty theme from the intro to the outro and everything else is just different. And On the Run was her and her husband, so. You have to make sure it blends, and it told the story from beginning to end.
That's what I definitely love about
everything
it, for
had
sure.
to blend, the songs had to make sense, and you had to make sure that it wasn't looking like, B comes out, do 2 songs, and then he comes out. It has to
and that's what I love, because it didn't look like that at all, because it wasn't like, okay, she pops in, pops out, like, it was switching.
It was switching,
I know you guys,
blending.
Yeah, because it would be like Naughty Girl, and then he would switch and do that one, so, like, you would never even know.
Right, but yeah, I think they're 2 different shows, but a lot of people will say that they like the On the Run tour, but I think On the Run was also set up for stadiums too. Yeah, visually.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. I definitely feel for the On the Run, like the visual was. I feel like it was a lot.
It was a movie.
Literally, it was a movie. Because when I first walked in, I saw this is not real life. I'm like,
yep.
Well, I'm telling my friends, I'm stuck like, what is this? Is not real life. Like, what are they telling us? And then, like, at the end, they did, like, the whole show in blue. So, like, I was like, oh, okay. So, it came back full circle. I'm like, okay, what are they oh, my, it's so funny. Because I thought Beyonce and Jay-Z were going to come down from a harness. Cause I saw 2 strings, like, right by where I was sitting. And I saw 2. I was like, okay, cool. I see 2 little flames over here. They're going to come down to the harness. They're going to walk through the middle.
That's a good idea, though. That could be our C stage.
Listen, tell Beyonce that.
I'm gonna put that in the suggestion box. That could be our C stage. Come down from the helicopter from the string.
That would be so
dope.
I cold-heartedly believe. Okay, cool. They're gonna come down the harness. They're gonna walk through the center. She's gonna sing her first song, and I thought it was gonna be that. I got excited, and then I saw her. I was like, okay, that's cool. But I was like, anytime she wants to use that idea, for the record,
well, hashtag
yes. Shantia idea.
Yes, suggesting blocks.
Exactly. On fleek. I gotta add the on fleek now. So speaking of suggestions, does she when it comes to costuming? I know Ty, amazing. I know he picks all the styling. When it comes to certain outfits, does he like ask you guys, oh, what color would you want to? More colors you want to use this time for this show or anything, or you just
nope? We go. We try it on. We see how it fits. If you feel uncomfortable, they can adjust it. And if that's the look, that's the look.
Awesome. No, that's it.
Nope. That's it.
Oh my goodness. So what do you do with your costumes? Do you like have it in a special box or you hang it up?
Wardrobe.
Really?
It's called wardrobe. They have it, and that is it.
Wow. I really thought you had all of them.
Man, listen, I would love to take my David Coleman and my Kenzo.
That's what I really thought you guys had. I thought you had it all like nice and wrapped up in a closet.
We don't.
Not even one.
No.
So what if you could never get them?
No.
Can you ask or like be like, oh, I'll give you this?
But if they want to reuse it, or if we do, let's say they do another tour and they want to reuse those costumes, they need that. So everything goes in the storage. Yeah,
that's great. Oh man,
they can dry clean and pack right on up.
I wanna. Oh man, I'm like her, like as if I'm dancing, like oh man.
No, I mean we try. Trust me, we do.
I would try to wear that for Halloween. Like okay, cool. I'll just pull that up together.
Like, the hair. I'm a Beyonce dancer.
Exactly.
That's my costume. I dance for Beyonce.
That would have been.
That
would have been a really good cop. Listen, I'm giving too many ideas.
I'm gonna find it.
Right? Or like make it all the
right, make it myself. I'm gonna have her all white outfit from Mrs. Carter's show. With the beads. Yep.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. She already know.
I already know which one.
Oh my goodness. So I know coming to you have a beauty blog that you have on YouTube.
I do. Ksyn's Corner.
Yes. So what made you want to start blogging?
Because a lot of people just ask me a lot of questions about my makeup. And I started out doing beauty pageants where I first learned how to do a full face. And I went through a phase where I did a full face of makeup every single day. I would wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I would beat this face as though I was doing a show every single day.
That's skill.
And then I started learning how to dye it down and be able to do everyday makeup. And a lot of people just ask me like, well, what do you use for this? How did you do this? Like, maybe you should do tutorials and stuff. And one day, I started doing makeup to my friends and for their photo shoots. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to do anybody else's face, but I like doing my face. And I said, well, how about I video me doing my face, and then I can put it up as a tutorial to show people, like everyday people, on just how to do stuff. And a lot of times, a lot of it is just stuff that I've learned over the years and just do on my own, or I watch makeup artists when they do my face and at shoots and stuff, and just revamp it for myself. So
yeah, you helped me out with that smoky eye for sure.
No, because it's so funny, because the first time I ever did a smoky eye, it came out so wrong. And I was like, look at 2 black eyes. And then I started realizing, oh, because I didn't blend it, I didn't do this,
yeah.
I didn't do that, and you just learn, like, just little tips and tricks. So I just felt like maybe I could do that. And then I'm very much into hair. Hair is my thing. So
yeah, we're gonna take a picture later on, guys. But her hair, when I first, I was like, oh my god, her hair is insane. She's she's channeling her inner Ashley.
Yes, this is my big red. I call it Big Red. When I first did the photo shoot because I'm a brand ambassador for a company called It's a Wig, and I picked this wig, and I said, okay, I sent the picture out to the group, to the dancers, and said, okay, Ash, I had to channel you for this one. And then when she seen it, she started laughing. I'm like, well, this is...
It's like the same exact.
It's not as big as hers, but it's like,
it's right up there.
It's right up there. It can get bigger. I just don't want to comb it out yet.
Oh, how it can go like all the way
It can probably go all the way out.
Oh, wow.
But I don't want to comb
it out.
I want it to stay like this for a little bit.
What made you want to go into that venture?
I mean, you just have to... It's something I love to do. So I feel like, I love to dance. My passion is dance, but I love doing makeup. I felt like it was something that I could capitalize on and be able to just do for fun and not get bored with it. And so I like changing my looks. Like, I have blue hair for OTR, and then
and then I saw you short hair.
Yeah, and turn around, and I just like switching it up. And that's always been me. Like, I usually don't stick with the same style for longer than like 2 or 3 weeks.
See me, I'm definitely like me. I'll just have one solid color. I'll be like, okay, I'm keeping this for a couple months, and then I'll change it. I'll be like a little tint darker, but like that's it. I won't even go like.
No, I've had to calm down a little bit because we have to keep the same look for tour. So for work wise, I keep the same look. But other than that, once I'm off, I'm off. I'll be like, well, I want short hair today. I want it to be bright red.
Do they let you choose any, like, what if you wanted to do, like, put, like, a little bit of pink or something in the bottom or, like, purple? Would they let you do it, or just like a brand new?
You have to pass it by them first.
Oh, okay.
You have to pass it by them. A lot of times, you know, we want to stay in the same look that you start with. So normally, you know, we start, I know me personally, I start wearing suggestions to rehearsals. Like, oh yeah, this is nice. I'm, you know, trying to figure out, like, what they feel. Like, what they feel. And then, like, they'll normally, if they have a specific look, they'll tell us. And if not, then they let you rock out.
Oh, but that's good. They let you have your freedom and everything and change it up.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Yeah, and I know you also did a hair giveaway.
Yes, I did.
How was that?
It was good. It was a good result, good turnout for it. And everybody loves that wig. I actually picked that wig because I love the color browns.
Yeah.
And it went good. Shout out to the winner. Hope you rocking it right.
Yeah, right.
Tag me.
You got tag the picture.
Hashtag Miss Ksyn so I can see it, or tag me in it so I know that you're killing it. Because that wig is fly.
I like it. I like the color on that one. Yeah. And you also have a bad workshop.
Yes,
that's actually this.
You have to be able to dance in your heels. That's the only thing I always tell them. I don't necessarily, like, because it's not necessarily a heels class per se. I want you to be in heels. Because I feel as though, like, when I'm teaching, I'm not teaching you about lines and stuff. You can go to classes that, like, specific heel classes that afford that.
Right.
However, you would basically be just doing the moves. If you don't fully go for it, or you don't understand, and you can't like be able to show, then you're just doing moves. You're just a mover, a stepper mover, a mover stepper, basically.
When did you start doing these workshops?
Probably about a year ago. Yeah, and like because my two good friends actually run the dollhouse, and I was in the first show. And after that, it was just sort of like, I call it like the art of seduction, because it's like you have to be able to draw somebody into you.
Yeah.
Naturally, though. Right. A lot of times we get stuck and you look forced, and it looks like you're trying to be sexy. You should just be effortlessly sexy. So, and that's something that I am good at, kind of, because I mean, I've done like a lot of urban magazines and stuff. Yeah. You just know how to play it up for the camera and play it up for the audience, and then it's like learning the art to sell. You have to be able to sell the illusion.
Right.
If you can't, just doing the moves doesn't sell it.
Not enough.
It's just a step. So, we take these workshops, and I'm trying to get that out of them and get them to a point where they feel their own style of sexy and what's sexy for them at that particular moment in time, and help them like try to bring it out of them. So,
have you thought about doing for like parties and stuff, like doing like a private party workshop?
No, but I'll write that down. I'll make a note of that. Hashtag. No.
Right? Hashtag.
No, I mean, if people can, like, I've taught privates to like to women who wanted to, like, you know, spice up or just like feel sexy or just be able to like move in heels a little bit.
Okay.
And I've done that, but I've never done a party of it. So
interesting.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because my friend's birthday's coming up, so I was asking. She's like, I want to do something different. I don't know what to do.
I mean, I have friends that do a lot of other stuff, like they do, like, you know, pole classes and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I've actually never really crossed my mind for it.
Oh. Interesting. No problem.
Thanks.
So, any advice you have for females? Because I know in the entertainment industry, especially for women and for African American women, it can be difficult. So, do you have any advice for women that want to be in the entertainment or for dancers?
I probably would just have to say, go for it. Like, don't let any of that hinder you, and just trust your gut, and just be yourself. That's really what it is. People are attracted to good energy, and so if you have a natural good energy, then have good energy. Don't feel like you have to be jaded by anything. And it's kind of hard sometimes in this industry, just because, you know, especially as a brown skinned female, there's so many blockage,
right?
Like roadblocks that you have to go through. However, if you just keep going through them, you'll literally go through them, and you'll prove them wrong. So it's like, if it's your dream to be in the industry and it's your dream to be a dancer, be realistic. It's not easy. There's gonna be plenty of times you might be working a 9 to 5, get off of your 9 to 5, go to a networking event from 6 to 9, go to another event from 9 to 12, and then have to wake back up again for your 9 to 5. It is a hustle, and you have to. And if you really want to do it, the hustle's worth it. But you have to put in the work. It doesn't just come overnight.
Right.
And if it does come overnight, then kudos to you. Run with it while you got it, because that 15 seconds can really either be 15 seconds or it can be 15 years. You just never know. So if you're gonna do it, run with it, be yourself, and actually commit to the craft, and also commit to having other crafts as well. Because being very, very good in one thing is great, but being very, very good in a few things is actually way better.
Something else. Yeah, I see that a lot. Like, a lot of people say, okay, I do this. They'll have, like, 3 other at the side.
Well, because it's branding. Like, you have to, if you're going to be in the industry, you don't want to block your blessings. You don't want to say, oh, I'm just a dancer. And then somebody offers you an acting role. And you go, no, I don't act. I dance. What? That check is actually probably going to be better. You better get it. Right. You better get that blessing before somebody else get it and you never get it back. And so, like, they just start to flow into each other. So sometimes it's just not keeping yourself pigeonholed and saying, okay, I'm only going to dance. Or unless that's really all you want to do and you can care less for it, then fine. But a lot of times, a lot of people end up pigeonholing themselves. And then when they don't make it in that one, they try to switch really quickly to go to the other when you could have just blended it all in together. And had it work for you. Because you're going to meet the same video directors sometimes create movies. They do commercials. They do they do that. So, you know, you want to be on set of a movie or set of a video, and the next thing you know, they want to use you for a commercial. That's blending in. Yeah. So now you're not only a dancer, you've also been featured in a commercial. So then you can be on that commercial set, and they say, you know what, I want to book you for a little role on this TV show. Guess what? Now you're acting. Now what are you? You're a dancer, you're a model, and you're an actress. Like, this is how it starts to blend. Right. And so people know that they can book you for more and that you're versatile. So
exactly, your resume is extremely impressive. By the way, I was like, what?
It's kind of weird when we revamped the site and I was trying to remember everything.
I was going to say, like, how do you remember all?
I don't remember everything, but I remember certain ones. And then I started looking and I was like referring back to old resumes, and I was like, oh yeah, I did that. I danced for that person. I sure did. Put that up there, like,
right? Just throw it in there.
Yeah, but it's just, if you're gonna do it, know that it's going to take a lot of hard work, but if you really, really work hard at it and you stay focused and, you know, you believe in yourself and you create your own support system, don't rely on anybody else to support you. You need to be the start of your own support system because nobody's going to motivate you but you, and everybody will then start to motivate you when they see you doing something. And
that is the words of wisdom from Ksyn. Before you leave, can you show me a little bit of the flawless dance?
Oh, wow.
I had to ask.
I don't think my shirt's ready for this one. I got a deep V on. I don't know about this. Maybe if I zip up my jacket, we can do it after.
Okay.
I can show you after.
Okay, cool. So thank you for coming in. Thank you so much, Miss Ksyn. Listen, we keep it 100 on the forum.
I was like, wait. I was like, down there. Wait. Not in this shirt.
So thank you so
much. My jacket.
I know, zip it up. Thank you so much for coming and being on the show. It's an honor and a privilege. Thank you for all of our listeners from the UK, Brazil, right at St. Peter's, at home.
Yes.
Everything is greatly.
All the dancers, make sure you guys are following me at Miss Ksyn, MISSKSYN, and that's what it is on everything: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then my website, of course, is my name, MissKsyn.com. And make sure you're checking me out and staying tuned.
All the updates. Thank you guys for listening and tuning in. We'll be back next week with the 4-in-1 with Shantia B.
Your heart is glowing.